Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, today we are going to completely transform how you handle lead generation. Seriously. If you've ever felt totally bogged down by that endless, tedious process of gathering prospect data, well, you're in the right place. We're breaking down how to build an automated machine that does literally all the heavy lifting for you. And right up front, I want to mention that Skion is here to actually help you build this exact n8n LinkedIn scraper for automated lead enrichment. So, let's get into it.
Now, think about this. What if your sales team never had to manually research a lead ever again? I mean, manual data entry is just the absolute bane of a sales team's existence, right? It's a massive drain on your resources. It keeps your highly skilled, highly paid reps from doing what they actually do best, which is closing deals and building relationships. Okay, let's dive into this because the reality is pretty shocking. If a sales rep spends, say, just 20 minutes manually researching a lead, and you value their time at a pretty modest $25 an hour, that research is costing you $8.33 per lead. Contrast that with automated enrichment. The cost drops to literally pennies. We're talking between 20 cents and $2 per lead. That juxtaposition is just impossible to ignore.
And that right there is exactly why we're focusing on this today. Skion can help you build your own custom n8n automated lead enrichment system. They're the expert partner ready to help you set up this exact automated machine so it's working for you 24/7. So how exactly does a system like this come together? Let's take a look at the architecture.
Part 1. The Blueprint, n8n Workflow Architecture.
It all starts right here with the webhook node. You can think of this as the starting line of your automation race. It acts as a trigger, instantly catching new lead data the very second a prospect enters your CRM. Now, this webhook is built to accept post requests, and it can easily handle payload sizes up to 16 megabytes, which is huge. Plus, it keeps the whole shebang locked down and secure using header or basic auth.
Directly after that webhook, the data hits the IF node. This is basically your gatekeeper. It uses conditional logic to split your workflows, ensuring you only process qualified leads. Now, you might be wondering, why is this so absolutely crucial? Well, because every single API call costs money or credits. By filtering records right at the door based on things like valid LinkedIn URLs, specific job titles, or company size, you save those credits. So only the truly qualified leads actually make it down the enrichment branch.
Moving on to Section 2, the engine, extraction and AI processing. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we safely extract data. To ensure we get the absolute most out of this engine without risking personal LinkedIn account bans, because nobody wants that, the system safely uses third-party APIs with a progressive fallback logic. First, it tries a highly accurate email search. But hey, if your initial CRM records are a bit spotty and that email search fails, the system doesn't just throw in the towel. It automatically falls back to an advanced name and company search. This ensures maximum data capture before we hand that raw info over to the next step. And here is where the real magic happens. We inject AI agents into the workflow. These agents digest all that raw, scraped profile data to generate really comprehensive summaries of their skills and experience. But wait, it gets better. They also evaluate the prospect's recent LinkedIn posts to identify active conversation topics. So your sales reps get immediate, actionable conversation starters handed to them without having to spend a single second reading through a prospect's timeline. To guarantee we can actually reach these prospects, another HTTP request node handles email discovery. It connects to external services to query public snippets, and then feeds that data right into a large language model to identify the company's specific email patterns. It generates likely addresses and immediately verifies if they're deliverable. And get this, you can run up to 2,500 of these monthly enrichments just using free API tiers. No way, right? But it's true.
All right, Section 3, the guardrails, CRM syncing and scaling.
So how does this beautifully enriched data securely make its way back to your system? The workflow uses integration nodes to map this fresh data straight back to custom properties in your CRM, whether you're using HubSpot, Salesforce, Pipedrive, whatever. It automatically populates the LinkedIn URL, job title, company name, and those incredible AI-generated summaries we just talked about. You can even attach a Slack node right here. Just imagine your sales reps getting an instant ping about a high-value lead literally minutes after the enrichment finishes. But as you scale up, bad data becomes a real danger. Studies actually show that up to 30% of CRM data can be duplicate records. At scale, running those duplicates through your enrichment engine is just throwing money out the window.
It wastes your precious API credits and completely clutters up your database. So, the crucial point is that to protect your system, we have to implement a shield. Enter the Remove Duplicates node. Placed before the API enrichment even begins, it compares incoming records by email address, completely skipping already processed leads by storing up to 10,000 historical items. It literally stops waste dead in its tracks. Another vital guardrail is the wait node. This introduces controlled delays between your API calls to strictly manage rate limiting. Here's a great technical tip from the source. Delays under 65 seconds don't offload execution data to the database, which keeps things running fast. And for safety against those pesky API limits, you should also configure your HTTP node with a retry on fail setting and a 1,000 millisecond wait between tries. Which brings us to section 4, the payback ROI from day one. When comparing manual data entry to this automated system we're building, scaling is really where the true value unlocks. By using loop over items nodes combined with those wait nodes, you can effortlessly handle massive lead lists. You just configure items per batch and batch interval in the HTTP nodes, and the system smoothly churns through hundreds of leads without even breaking a sweat. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate result of scaling this workflow. You achieve a massive 75 to 99% cost savings on your enrichment process compared to manual research. I mean, that is a real game changer.
The ultimate takeaway of this explainer is simple. Free your sales team to focus on closing deals rather than data entry. Time is money, right? The absolute best way to prove this value to yourself is to just start with a small test of 10 to 20 leads and watch the system deliver.
Which brings us right back to our focus for today. Skion is ready to help you build your custom n8n LinkedIn scraper for automated lead enrichment. You don't have to try and put this powerful puzzle together all on your own. Let the experts construct this automated machine for you. I'll leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to stop searching and start selling? It's time to reclaim your team's time, cut your operational costs, and empower your closers with the data they actually need. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you on the next one.